let's try if I'm becoming a fan of physiognomic because it makes it completely different, with the help of physiognomics. You can really uh, grasp how much the soul is distant from the person, from what with the personality. Okay, so um, I had this great example today, starting from yesterday, honestly. Yesterday evening, I had this amazing meeting with this, with this sweetheart, 7 years old, Luca. I was chilling out in my van. Yeah, I was a little bit sad yesterday. Um, mm, it's not really sadness, it's like kind of, yeah, this feeling of helplessness that sometimes is easy to handle, and sometimes it's kind of not so pleasant. Okay, but so when I am in these situations, something comes and it makes it really different, And this 7 years old child, he went to my van. It was really, he really wanted to have a contact with me. He came to ask very directly that he wanted a stone. He was looking for a stone to switch on a fire. So well, okay, so I started helping him, just I really wanted to help him, so we started looking for this stone, and then it began kind of a friendship, and we were in this free garden, and the mother was building up the tent, and so me and him, we started building up this friendship. We were looking for the stone for the fire, then we switched on a fire, and then what we could do, he invited me to play with these puppets of cats. So we built up a gattopoli, uh, and I was following his creativity in this magical world. And I would like to show you his chart because it is kind of amazing how the geometry is bringing us around, So this is the chart. Um, yes, of course, he is a Pisces with the only channel 5644, which is probably the main topic for me this summer. And I could really realize, um, how much the physiognomics helped me, to see him and to see how he moves into reality, and a projector, a Pisces projector. So after the Gattopolis, um, he wanted to go for an exploration, and so we did the explorers. And during this exploration in the nature, yeah, he was really curious of everything. And so I told him I was going for a trekking the other day, and I met a snake. And he was really fascinated about it. He asked me, how was this encounter with this snake? Was I afraid? What would have happened if um, this snake would have bited me? And I explained him what to do when a snake is biting you or is trying to bite you. I told him I was not afraid. We were looking each other with this snake, which was pretty big, but and then the snake was afraid, and he turned away, and he went away. So he was very wow, very was paying a lot of attention on that. You know, um, he kept calling me Julia all the time. Probably honoring. All these Julias I had in my life lost in translation. um, Damn neuron mirrors. um, because the mirror with him was so precise. I just let him speak, and we went into a flow of dialogues that were it was really fascinating for me, because the children, they are amazing, they don't even need to 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 give up to conditioning. They are the conditioned. And so if you really allow them to be themselves, what is coming out is amazing. It's amazing. um then it came the meeting with the mother, um which was a point a bit difficult. Me and the child, we were kind of really flowing into a world of um yeah, a so interesting word. But then with the mother, it was a little bit tricky, because she was under a little bit of crisis, because she lost her job on Friday. um Yeah, she was not that, it was nice to speak to her, but of course there was a lot of fire coming out from her, because, she is a Sagittarius, second sign is Sagittarius. I met a lot of these kind of combo in my life. One of my best friend was Sagittarius, and she still is the Spanish one. She still is Sagittarius, second sign Sagittarius. But the fire that was coming out from her was uh, uh, it was really a lot. So I stayed with them for dinner, and but I could grasp the suffering from the child a little bit. Whenever the 26 activates in my body, I feel there is a suffering around that channel. And I feel that this kind of people with 26 in this moment, they're trying to call me to be inside their world, because somehow maybe I can help or something. So I stayed with them, and I could see the suffering of the child, because whenever the mother was coming out with herself, and still her conditioning, he was starting he was starting touching her, hugging her, um, trying to tell her good words, or trying to take her out from herself, or something like this. And so I stayed, and I mainly observed the picture, but I was aware of the fact that I couldn't help too much, because she was really very much uh, uh, into this situation that she was living, and she was trying to give me suggestions, or advices, and so I stayed in the listening, but I would have loved to spend a little more time, maybe with the child. This morning we went for another exploration, me and him, and that was also amazing. We were playing around. Um, we went to the caves, and then we went to a shop, and it was amazing because he was so open. He was like speaking to everybody asking if they were also explorer. So I enjoyed very much this little one with no filters. And I went around, and I told him about this story of the bandit, and it was amazing because then he asked me, Is this bandit born the 7th of March as him?" And I told, "I don't know." And he told me, he replied me, "Maybe I am me." He was reflecting to me so perfectly with this perfect projection of me. He was expressing me the quantum level of the topic, that time doesn't really exist. He was telling me maybe I'm an incarnation, a reincarnation of this guy. He was telling me this kind of stuff, and we spent the time to discuss of it. I never had I never had a speaking with someone so interesting during this month. But of course, the call of the mother was coming back very strongly, and so I couldn't really enjoy until the very end the beauty of this connection. But of course, I couldn't force too much because I have not to do it, because it's time that is solving the stuff. You can tell here and there something that people that can be aware what is happening, but then we are in a time that yeah, few words are needed, and then everybody to do their own path. You can feel when your word is needed. And if not, it's better silence, or it's better to leave the situation. And at one point, I felt I had to leave the situation because then something releases, for me first of all. But of course, when you receive so much love from this little human being, beautiful human being, you don't want to. You you feel you are a bit attached to it, and you would like to stay, but you know that you can't, and this is the most painful fact of this helplessness that I feel sometimes. Yeah. Hmm. because it never comes the time to really ground a connection, to really ground a connection in real time, in real life. I keep I keep leaving these mirrors, and with the thought that at one point I will have to leave them, and this provokes in me still a little bit of pain, even if I feel I have no choice to just give up. Also, this feeling, yeah. Mm. Yeah, then it came, yeah, the the hardest mirror probably to accept for me from him, but I thanks him a lot because, of course, I'm facing this awareness from a long time, uh, but yeah, of course, it is coming back to me, and until I will be able to release it, it will be released. But I can't do anything until it is the right time. So I keep waiting, But the mirror from him was so precise that, my God, he told me, we met during the exploration we met a woman with the colored hairs, and he told me I would like to color my hairs too. And okay, so I asked, what color do you want to color them? And he told me I would like to color my hairs like you, gray like you. So I told him, I was a bit surprised. So I told him, why? Why do you want to color your hairs like me? Because I want to look like an elder. And then he told me, yeah, because when I am an elder, I can pretend from people that they do what I want, and in this moment I can do it because I am a child. I have to do what they want. So yeah, behind this there is a lot. There is a lot, which I interpreted like, I don't think it needs too much interpretation. um of course, it brings to light how they works, the relationship between inside families. Of course, in Italy we are double. This is a double size conditioning. I know that I am facing it from years. About the fact that, yeah, the elders in Italy, they pretend, from their children, or their own daughters, mainly for daughters. They pretend them to stay there, to take care of them when they are elder. And this is something I feel is not fitting anymore for me, and I'm trying to liberate from this conditioning, which is doesn't mean, but doesn't mean that this can't happen, of course. But my sacral has to answer for yes for it. I can't stay into this conditioning. If my sacral is telling me that is not my life there. But of course, this conditioning is so deep into me that it's hard to give up with that. I keep attracting mirrors, and I am forcing sometimes some mirrors to remember me that there is nothing I can do except for listening to my sacral and honor it. And of course, the pain in my heart, it is coming also from this, because there is still kind of responsibility deep in my subconscious around this topic. So yeah. So when of course, when there is a 7 years old little boy that is telling me this with the channel 2644, there is nothing I can do more than surrender to it, Finger crossed that it is the right time, Of course, there is also still this topic of the 1-4 profile, which stays into difficulties until it stays into it is better for me to stay in, in the old environment that gave me safety, before jumping into an environment that doesn't still accept me. And this is also the feeling, this was the feeling of the last 4 years mostly, I can't be into an environment that doesn't accept what I have to tell, what I have to express. If I don't feel accepted there, I will go back to the old pattern, of course. So yeah, of course, I'm trying to do my best to 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 grow up awareness around the meaning of healthy relationships, friendship with others also. But I want to give up with guilt around this, or because I feel that I could be really lovable when I am in touch with people. I become difficult to handle when I don't see truth. I don't feel truth. I don't feel that between your soul and your personality. When I see this distance between the soul and the personality, this is the moment in which I'm feeling I am becoming difficult to handle, and this need to tell the truth is coming out strongly. So, but this is a fact of keeping aligning with myself, letting go, welcome boundaries. So it's a game like that, because even if I'm not emotional, I feel I'm dealing with a lot of energies that are emotional. I'm feeling with not just that, I'm feeling. Sometimes I feel I'm connect. When you connect with the wall, it's kind of you connect with all the mechanics in the entire world, So sometimes it can be overwhelming for me. I can feel it, It's not just, it's kind of something huge. Okay. And it's kind of, and I feel, what I feel is that I have to keep the balance into this vastness of mechanics that are dealing with me, It's not just the person I meet, it's not just one connection I feel from the ether, it is everything. Yeah. Mm.